Welcome to Jacob's World with Princess
And Belle.
Hello!
Hello!
Hello, Kuya. I still call you baby. Hello, say hello.
Say hello to everyone.
Today, we are going to share something practical, kanang mga inputs, and nakanut-ani because it will come from your experience. So, the goal for us is to be able to share so that mothers like yourself or families, will also be able to learn from you and your experience. Alright? No? Sige, so last time, you told me na when you discovered the situation of Jacob, immediately ang imong yunahuna is planning.
Yeah.
Why was that?
I don't know, when the doctors told me that Jacob had Down syndrome, immediately, I don't know, for some reason, I understood that there's going to be a challenge later on in his life. So immediately I was thinking of what can I do? So the very first question that I actually asked the doctor is, what can I do to help Jacob? Like, I was really trying to contemplate, last night I was really thinking about it also. Like what happened during that time, around that time when I was told.
Before, just to remind our viewers, we're talking about Jacob, your son.
Yeah, having Down syndrome. Yes, having Down syndrome. So when I learned about it, I don't know, maybe the project manager in me was already thinking of planning ahead, the risk probably, when So I was thinking, like last night I was thinking about it. How come I was able to react immediately?
Yes.
Nobody told me about Down syndrome when it started, when it was shared to me.
Back ko gamay. Did you ever have an inkling when you were pregnant?
No. Jake, when I got pregnant with Jacob, he's one of those kanang baby gani na you would think na it's okay to get pregnant every time because I didn't have the morning sickness. I didn't have all those, I didn't even know I was traveling.
Ideal.
No, yeah.
Ideal pregnancy.
Yeah, I was traveling. I went to Singapore and then 4 days after, 4 days in Singapore. And then when I arrived that morning around 4 a.m., I have to go back to the airport at 11 to leave. So I really didn't have any idea I was pregnant.
Yeah, and then when you had that, naghuna-huna ba ka nga, did you ever think ba nga it will be like this?
No.
What, no?
Wala.
So that's why I find it very amazing na ang imong reaction ba automatic acceptance and planning.
Yeah, I also do not know.
I think with God's grace.
Yeah, I think so too. I really believe so too. Just immediately, murag nalining, it's going to be okay. Murag I didn't even understand what Down syndrome was. No? Siguro at the back of my head, I already know what it is. But because the details about it, I don't know. What would be the challenges ahead? For example, developmental delays, all of this. It's something that I understand when, for example, if you read about it, yes. But really trying to adapt to this new world that I would be going on with Jacob, it's really different. Like kung ikaw na dyan ang mag-experience.
Yes.
Right?
Of everything you've read, what of the effects were you most worried?
Life skills.
What do you mean life skills?
Like for example, will he be able to live on his own, or will he be able to?
Imong worry was that he
or
might not
independent.
have the life skills needed.
Yes, the life skills needed.
To survive or thrive. No?
Yeah, on his own, because I was thinking what if I will not be around anymore? Diba, for us, if for example, when I lost my mom, although I was grieving, I was still okay. I know I would still live each day, every day, right? But what about Jacob? So that's really my worry. Why is it always when we're talking, I always feel like crying? But that's really my worry ever since. So it was just immediate, and then so that's why when the doctors told me that Jacob could have Down syndrome, although we have to test it or check it.
The candid confirmatory test.
Yes, we need to do the karyotyping, all of these things, just to confirm if Jacob really had Down syndrome.
And the tests would determine it with accuracy.
Yes. Yes.
Steps or Did you foresee that far early on?
Actually, we were just so lucky also because when I asked the doctor about it, like when I asked the doctor what can I do to help Jacob, she told
crucial question.
yeah. So she immediately told me you need to go to a developmental pedia, and if you also want to know more, you need to go to a geneticist. So we actually
developmental pedia.
I think there's as far as I know right now, I think there's 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken, here in Cebu.
If you can,
At least here in Cebu, I'm talking just in Cebu.
And then what's the other one?
Geneticist.
What is that?
A genetic doctor. So she's the one who would order the testing about.
Summarize lang to us the 3 tan-ani mo most advised steps na the steps or interventions that you availed of and tan-ani very crucial and will be very helpful.
Yeah. Go to your geneticist, and then also look for a developmental pedia immediately because there will be a lot of questions in your mind. They could really help make you understand like the developmental milestones. All of these things, like typically for kids, there's really like developmental milestones for every baby, no? Like when they would be expected to crawl.
Nag-uugid ko muna kung na yung bata. So plan ka, like sa first year, second year, basta ng mga milestones.
Yes, every. So in Jacob's case, we met the developmental pedia every 3 months.
As early as mga first 3 months.
Actually, yun, as early as you knew that there's already a suspicion, it's very crucial.
I know I asked you this question, but many would say na kaya rin nato yung taginan mo ato mga doktor labi na ko no.
Yeah.
So niyo sila na ato lang nag-research atong tun-an or you do it on your own. And number 2 kanang diliin ana that early kay ang bata gamay pa. In your case, you really sought the help of professionals. Number 2, you had early interventions. You think that's the best way to go?
Yes, for me, yes. Especially case specific, yes, for Down syndrome, because science is already telling us that there's really developmental delays. So why?
So what's the perfect time to go to and ask for help?
As soon as you knew or somebody told you that there's suspicion, go. I know that some people will go through denial.
First, do it yourself.
Yes, denial sa no kanay na but it's not gonna help in the long run. Maybe right now you think it's okay, but can you imagine them growing up na always needing somebody? Kanay na ba? Yeah. And then what if when we talk about life skills, it also includes like taking a bath, or using the bathroom, using the.
So how did you navigate that?
It's really part of from what I understood in my own disclaimer lang in what I understood.
Sorry,
disclaimer
we're
lang.
going to talk
Madana.
about the experience of
Yes.
Princess. Your experience might be different from our viewers, but we learn from each other.
Yes.
So we want to hear your story.
From my understanding, Manggod, each step you have to go through because this could lead you to being able to, for example, crawling. If you know how to crawl, like if you perfectly know how to do the crawl, okay, babies have different ways of crawling.
Correct.
No,
So if they can crawl
correctly, like the left, right, crawling, this could also help them be able to eat on their own, left, right. So I don't know how to explain it. I am very sure there's really certain words, and there's really words that maybe next time we invite some occupational therapists so that there's really appropriate word that they could, tell our audience. But and then from what I also understood is that eating left and right is also preparatory to writing.
Oh.
So these steps we don't
properly.
Yeah.
So they can eat
properly and then posture also, right? So it has to be like. So when I learned about Jacob's case on that day, I was already asking around about physical therapies, even without knowing that I would leave it. I don't know, like I said, if somebody is probably telling me, I really don't know. Yeah, diba? No, but ako, I don't know, but immediately I thought of a physical therapist.
And was that very helpful?
Yes. siya dun ang first step. So when we actually met the physical therapist, before I was even able to get a confirmed schedule to a developmental pedia, because there are just very few developmental pedias in Cebu.
So developmental pedia, geneticists, and physical therapists.
Yes, therapists. Yes, they're very crucial, especially the physical therapists.
So the physical therapist would help you with kanang mga
gross motor skills. Yes, so sila mo tabang. Para at least you could sit, the baby could sit properly.
How did you manage? What did hilakay?
Wala tayo hilakay ani nga part. How did I manage? Well, at that time I was still working in the IT industry, so the pay was good. My mom was still alive. My mom was helping. Yeah, family. My sisters were also helping me. So we gathered yung mga ginana dyan. And then
it takes a village.
Yes. And then remember we went to Singapore also. So when I got to Singapore, when we got to Singapore, we asked the therapist to go to the house. So nangita may Filipino. Yeah, but we look for Filipinos to help us para continuous gihapon. But he didn't get 3 times a week.
Going through kuan siya, dili siya emotionally unsettled. Like how did it affect you emotionally and relationships around you? Going through that?
Very unsettling. So, kana bang like right now you're okay, and then suddenly, when you think about finances, kana ganing, you have to really weigh it. Does Jacob need it? Yes, murag yes man jud, but I don't know. Thank you, Lord. I really do not know. Like I said, remember I
think
quit.
by God's grace.
And kuan man sa good. I also know. And I also believe man God na kanang the more you give, the more you receive. I think I also shared to you na at that time when I learned about Jacob, although kanang it impacted a little bit on our budget, we also helped another family to have to also have kanang physical therapy for their son kay kabachi.
Ang kaning imong experience in really embracing the situation, and I think very proactive ka when it cost you financially and would you have done different right now?
No. Ang difference siguro is I will add more kanang physical therapy, occupational therapy, because kanang wala mo siya ingon nga minimum. You really want
you could do more.
Yeah, you could do
so sa ato
more.
pa, if you have more money resources, you can do it more.
You can do it every day. Ilan ako i-mention, but there's even kanang all the different case, di ba? Kanang son of an actress, right? So lain na siya may case. Every day man yung therapy, na-adjud siya yung therapist with him. So it's possible.
So if there's like value or character or something that you held on to during these times, what was that? So that our viewers will be able to see more. I will hold on to that during these times. So something positive for you.
I think it was just the hope na Jacob will do on his own. Kanina na. So it's always in my mind. What I'm always thinking is, what if I'm gone one day? So who will take care of Jacob?
That was your big last point on this matter. What's the imong strategy?
Kuan lang sa before sa strategies, continue with the therapies. Really talk to your physical therapists or occupational therapists or speech pathologists or speech therapists. All of them, you really need them. If this is something that we could just read, then there will be many therapists, many doctors, many lawyers. If it's easily understood. So there are really people.
Pwede mag-self-medicate.
Yeah, we could help. Like at home, now we can do some little things for them, no? But we are not the experts. I am not the expert. So I need help from the therapists, from all these people around us that was really experts in helping me make sure that Jacob could be independent.
So what's your strategy moving forward?
I just continue, and then of course financially I need to make sure na I'll be able to provide that to Jacob. But he's still doing therapy. Even during the pandemic, we did the online therapy. We really didn't miss that. So it's still there. Also, I know that people are worried about bullies also, no? So sometimes also they don't put them in a school. Please put them in a school. Please let them enjoy being a kid. Let them have classmates. If you're worried about bullies, there are a lot of schools that you can talk to, that you can bring your yayas with them or your helpers with them. Para at least somebody could look after them also. But let them experience that. Okay, they need that.
Kaning you're in this situation, you've embraced it. You feel in your heart that Jacob can thrive still.
I still have a fear, pero I'm doing everything that I could to make sure that he strives.
And I share that again. I share that hope with you. I'm excited to document that.
Yes.
And excited to see how everything unfolds. And hopefully, atong vlog will stay for a long time.
Yes.
So we will see how it goes.
Yeah.
Diba? Thank you again. No, I'm actually I know your story, but I'm learning still. No. So thank you so much. This has been Jacob's World with Princess
And Belle,
Spread kindness
be grateful
and
choose love.
Always.
Ha 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 ha!